Doo-doo. I got that song in my head. I wish I could play it, but I can't. Alright. Looks like everything's up and running. I'm hoping everything is working just fine. I'm assuming it is. So I'm gonna move it over here. We're gonna play Ion Dungeon. Hi everybody. I need to find something to play. So we're gonna click discover and call this the AI Dungeon Diaries. Oh my god, I'm scared. Are you thirsty? Maybe I should have like a rating thing. I already changed it to moderate. Maybe we'll do teen. I don't know. Keep it to teen. Because I don't know which and all of that. I personally don't care. But filters. There we go. Let's find some awesome playable scenarios. Discover. Total brat stepsis. No thank you. Evil stepmom. What is with some of these freaking... Oh my god. Okay, reborn as a deity. I want something kind of funny. Something ridiculous and fun to play. Hogwarts, no. Split family. Want a game where like it seems super serious and we're not going to be serious at all. We're gonna be the opposite of serious. I don't like any of these, so I'm just gonna go home. And I like this one. This one's pretty fun. It's called The Professor. What is this thing called? It's this one. This one's fun. Congrats, you've been reincarnated into an Otomi game. I love Otomi games. I love these reincarnated into Otomi game series. Let's see. These are hidden gems. Reborn as a Villainess is a fun one to play too. It's a fun scenario to play. Enjoyed it so much. Let's see. Your class gets isekai. Choose hero or villain. Maybe I'll do this one. You pick up your pitchfork and head out for another day of work in the fields. It's hard, backbreaking work and long hours, but it needs to be done so that you can have all the food for the winter and harvest the crops for the local lord. If you fail, the knights that are supposed to protect you from enemies might decide to make an example of you instead. You've seen it happen to others who have failed to complete their work. You shudder at the thought. The long hours are definitely better than the alternative. You're digging in the field when your pitchfork strikes something hard. Is something buried here? You manage to loosen some of the soil around it. You find something at one end that seems like a handle and manage to pull it out of the soil. You catch your breath. It's a sword, exquisitely worked and glowing with a golden fire. Greetings, hero, a voice says in your mind. You have found me, as ordained by destiny. Your sword that talks, you say, staring at it. I am a magic sword. I possess the power to make anybody who bears me a hero. The voice in your mind says, you want to be a hero, don't you? You reflect for a moment. So we get to choose. We get to choose. I don't know if you guys can even see the bottom of this. I might have to change it to make it tinier. What was I? Not that. Let's see. Oh, window capture. Can I make it bigger? No. I have to make it... Won't really let me move this. Let's see. Like that. I think you guys can see it just fine. I'm gonna transition just to be safe. There we go. It's like a little bit of the bottom is like cut off, but whatever. It's just the AI dungeon hating me. And the web browser hates me as well. Because when I expand it, it doesn't help. I want to change. I want to change the settings a bit, but it won't let me. Defend the king. Be a hero or a villain. Let's be a villain. I feel like being a hero would be boring. Name of the magic sword. I'm gonna name it something ridiculous. The Fork of Destiny. Okay. What is my villain name? Jigglypuff the Feared. Okay. This is gonna be so stupid. Okay. Load the selection. Alright, I am going to change what this looks like because I pay money for this, so might as well change the appearance. I'm gonna go with Orcish. I kind of like the cyber look too, and then I like to do hacker. Yeah. Might be hard for you guys to see though. Let me check. Is it okay for you guys to see it like this? Yeah, it's fine. It looks cool. All right, so we are oh. Well, I guess I'd like to make life better for the people, you say? Stop them from being oppressed. Very good, the voice of the sword says. Is there some evil power or army oppressing you? We can defeat them. Actually, not really, you say. I mean, there's the demon lord in the mountains, and we go to war with him now and then when the king needs a distraction from some scandal or other, but he mostly doesn't bother us. No, it's the king and the lords who oppress us. Is your king an evil king, then? Asked the sword. You shrug. Not especially. He's a pretty typical king, but the whole system is unfair to serfs and peasants. Like me. We do all the work, but we can't own land or property. Or enjoy the fruits of our labors. I'd like to change all that. Make things better for us. I see, says the sword. There is a pause. That doesn't really fit the normal framing for a hero. You're supposed to be fighting to protect an existing power structure of some kind. Are you sure you wouldn't like to fight for your king instead? I can make sure you are successful enough that he'll reward you with a lordship or a royal marriage. No, you say? If I agreed to that, I'd be as bad as they are. I want to get rid of the system and replace it. Maybe we could all choose our own leader by vote or something. I'm having trouble contextualizing that as a hero story, says the sword. Heroes aren't typically fighting to overthrow the established order and change the government. Usually ones doing that kind of thing in the stories are the villains. It's what I want. If it means I'll have to be the villain, I'll be the villain. There is a longer pause this time before the sword speaks. Well then, why not? The sword begins to flow and change. I've never been the weapon of a villain before. It might be fun. The sword feels heavier in your hands. It's longer now and made of a kind of dull black iron that seems to dim in the surrounding light. Sinister red runes glimmer up and down the blade, and a large jewel in the shape of an eye shines balefully from the pommel. What the heck does balefully mean? I've never heard of that word before. Balefully. Oh, okay. Distress. We are distressed. I'll need a new name for this form, the sword says. The voice in your head sounds somehow deeper now, more menacing. I shall be named. Can't believe I chose this name. I can always change it if I don't like it. The Fork of Destiny. The sword's transformation leaves you feeling rather unnerved. You don't draw power from the blood of innocents or devour the souls of the fallen or anything like that, do you? Hey, you can make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, the sword retorts. Decide who your people are and we'll make sure they're safe. Don't lose sleep worrying about what happens to your enemies. You'll never make a decent villain that way. You're not so sure about this, but you've come this far. It seems a shame to back out now. Okay, let's do it. Where do we start? We need a proper villain name, says the sword. How about Jigglypuff the Feared? Jigglypuff the Feared? You repeat, raising an eyebrow. That's not very intimidating. Well, you're not exactly the typical villain type, are you? The sword replies. Besides, it's all about the reputation. Once we start making moves, people will fear the name. Now let's get to work. Alright. Now the fun part starts. We're gonna choose what we want to do. I grab the sword. Actually, maybe I should describe what I look like. Okay. I am a young lady that is wearing a simple, I like the color pink dress with pink shoes. I grab the sword. Oh, I should describe my hair and crap like that. I have long brunette hair. Dark brown eyes and white skin. I am short. Approximately 4'11". Yeah. And petite. I grab the sword. And say, I am now known as Jigglypuff the Feared. Nobody is gonna take this seriously. Nobody is gonna look at this person and be like, yeah, totally. They're totally pure evil. I'm a kitty. Look at my kitty ears. I'm a kitty. I wore my kitty sweater. In the heart of a village, you stand before the gathering crowd. The fork of destiny held aloft. The once dull black iron blade now gleams with an ominous sheen, the sinister red runes pulsing the dark energy. The jewel in the pommel, shaped like an eye, seems to watch the villagers with a malevolent gaze. I decide that I want to rule the world and make sure everyone wears the color pink. That is my goal in life. I'm going to make sure everybody wears pink in this world. Okay. Come on, AI dungeon. Yes, it's working. Okay, citizens of this forsaken land, you declare, your voice echoing through the village square. I stand before you today not as a hero, but as your liberator. I am Jigglypuff the Feared, and I come to offer you a choice. You continue to live under the yoke of the king and his lords, or rise up with me and forge a new world. A world filled with pastel pink and stuffed animals. Preferably of the cat variety. Okay. Come on, AI dungeon. Don't fail me now. Yes! Okay, the villagers murmur, their eyes flickering between the sword and your face, the color draining from their cheeks. You continue, in this new world, the color pink will reign supreme. Our clothes, our homes, even our food will be tinted with the hue of roses. And in every household, a plush cat will sit, a symbol of our unity and comfort. Chocolate chip cookies will be deemed as our world's meal, I guess. What would you call it? Like world's preferable meals. It's ridiculous. Okay. All right, let's see what the AI has to say about that. The villagers gasp, their eyes widening in disbelief. A few brave souls dare to laugh, but their mirth is quickly silenced by the cold glint in your eye. You lower the fork of destiny, its tip digging into the earth, and take a step forward. You doubt me, you growl. I don't know how to make a growl voice. Your voice, a low rumble that sends shivers down their spines. You shall either wear pink or be eliminated immediately. Okay. The villagers fall silent, their laughter choked off as if by an unseen hand. You could see the fear in their eyes, the realization that you are not joking. You take another step forward, the fork of destiny humming softly in your grasp. Well, chop. Chop. Change your clothes to something pink now. Before I throw a tantrum and start singing. Because Jigglypuff sings and puts people to sleep. I wonder if I can put Jigglypuff on my head and it'll stay. Same. I should cut off the tag, but I'm too lazy to do so. Is it staying? It's staying. Holy crap, it's staying. I'm gonna see how long I can get it to stay on my head before it falls. The villagers scrambled, their initial shock giving way to desperate urgency. They rushed to their homes, emerging moments later in various shades of pink. Some in old faded garments, others in hastily dyed clothes. A few, too slow or too defiant, are met with swift, merciless stroke of the fork of destiny. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now bring me lots of cookies. I am... Oh. No. What else should I make them do? You shall create a pink, plush, cute throne for me. And also build me a white castle made of ivory and silver. I want it done within 24 hours. Let's see what they say. I just feel so bossy. But I guess villains are pretty bossy, right? I can't believe Jigglypuff is still freaking on my head right now. How it's still on there, I have no clue. The villagers, now clad in various hues of pink, huddled together, their eyes wide with terror. You stand before them, the fork of destiny held loosely in your hand. I need a fork right now. This is hilarious. The runes pulsing with an eerie light. Your voice is cold, your expression hard as you issue your next decree. Let's see what the AI has to say. You have until sundown tomorrow to construct my throne. You say, your voice as unyielding as the blade in your hand. It must be made of the softest, most luxurious pink fabric, adorned with plush cats of every size and color. In my castle, a fortress of ivory and silver, a beacon of my power and your submission. Okay. Oh my god, the Jigglypuff fell. Failure to comply will result in consequences. Oh my gosh, I should say what the consequences are. The consequences will be that you are to bake me cookies. Let's see what the villagers have to say about this. I'm sure they're gonna be very pleased by what I have to say. The villagers quake. Oh yeah, I should put like commas in there. So like, the villagers quake. Their faces pale as they grasp the magnitude of your demand. A murmur of dread ripples through the crowd, a symphony of fear that is music to your ears. You smile. A cruel twist of your lips that does little to soften the harsh lines of your face. Don't just stand there. Get to it. Chop, chop. I should have put chop, chop. Should I put Pokemon in this world too? I could put whatever I want in this world. I can make it pink. I'm gonna make it. Everybody is gonna be forced to wear pink. I have my throne. I'm gonna have my castle. I'm gonna tell them I want a dragon. But okay, I demand a dragon to ride on. The villagers are confused because dragons are extremely rare and dangerous. They do not know how to get one safely. I say, I don't care about your excuses. Get me one now. It better be pink. Imagine if I acted like this in real life. I would be either beat up or sent to jail. You grip the fork of... I honestly need to, like... I need to find a fork. Do I have a fork in this room? I have a spatula. That's not helpful. Oh, yes, I have a fork in the room. Okay, I found it. I found the fork. Okay. You grip the fork of destiny tighter. The sinister runes casting eerie shadows on the elder's face. I said, I want a dragon, you hiss, your voice like the crackle of a dying fire. And I want it pink. I better be careful with this fork. If you can't get me one, I'll find someone who can, and believe me, they won't be as lucky as you. Let's see what the villagers have to say about that. I'm gripping my fork of destiny. I've covered a lot of ground in like 22 minutes of starting this. I've already determined I am a lunatic. The elder swallows hard, his Adam's apple bobbing in his throat. Yes, milady, he stammers, bowing low. We will do our best, you sneer, the fork of destiny twitching in your hand. Like, twitching, I guess it would be like this. Your best had better be good enough, you snarl, because if it is not, I'll turn this village into a graveyard. Okay. Let's see what they have to say about that. You turn away from the elder, the fork of destiny held at your side. Held at my side. Its tip dragging through the dirt, so I'm guessing I'm holding this upside down. Those villagers scurry about, their movements hurried and panicked. You watch them, a cold smile playing at the corners of your mouth. And make sure the dragon is well behaved. You call out, your voice carrying over the chaos. I don't want some wild beast that can't be controlled. Okay. I also need to think about what else I want. Because the villagers seem like they'll do anything I tell them to do. Let's see, what else? I want... Let's see, what's something kind of cool? Or something so ridiculous? Oh! I demand an army filled with koalas. I will have the koalas march onto the Demon King and take over his throne. Oh my god. Yeah. Alright, let's see what the AI has to say about that. In the heart of the night, you stand atop the village watchtower. The fork of destiny held aloft. I have to hold my fork. Its sinister runes casting an eerie glow over the landscape. The villagers, clad in their hastily made pink garments, toil away below, their silhouettes a macrame dance of desperation. You watch them, your expression a subtle mask of disdain, as they scramble to meet your demands. The wind howls around you, whipping your hair into a frenzy, as if nature itself protests your tyranny. You pay it no mind. Instead, you turn your gaze towards the distant mountains, the lair of the Demon King. Your lips curl into a sneer. Soon, you whisper, your voice a low growl that seems to resonate with the dark power of the Fork of Destiny. Oh my god. The villagers, having toiled through the night, present you with a small, shivering koala. Its fur, once a soft gray, has been dyed. Oh my god! Oh my god! They dyed the hair of the koala pink! Oh my god! This is terrible! Oh my god! Its fur, once a soft gray, has been dyed a sickly shade of pink. This is animal abuse. It blinks at you, its large eyes filled with confusion and fear. You scowl, the Fork of Destiny clenched tightly in your hand. This is your army? And why the hell are you dyeing the koalas? Fur pink. I didn't say that. I wanted a koala army, and I want it now. Yeah, let's not dye any more koalas pink. That's too much. Too terrible. That's too terrible. Oh my god. The village elder, his face a mask of terror, stammers, we thought, Millie, that you would want them themed to match your vision. Oh my god, I'm a horrible person. This is what they think of me. We can undo it, of course, but it will take time. You snarl, the Fork of Destiny's blade humming ominously as you raise it. The runes casting a sinister light on the elder's face. Time? You think I'm that patient? Fix this now. Give me army now. Like a grown woman throwing a tantrum. God. The village elder cowers, his hands trembling as he clutches the small pink-dyed koala. Please, my lady, we are trying our best. The koalas are rare and difficult to find, let alone gather in such numbers. We have sent word to the far corners of the realm, but it will take time to gather them all. Fine. If you think... Fine. Then I demand that you get me a... something ridiculous. An army. A massive army of... Massive army... What's something ridiculous? What's an animal I can make it... I can put in here? A massive army of... I know, a massive army of fish. Give me a massive army of fish. Trust me, I have an idea. You stand before the village elder, the Fork of Destiny held loosely in your hand. Its runes casting an ominous glow on the terrified man's face. Fish? You repeat, your voice a low growl. You want me to conquer the realm with an army of fish? Even the AI, even my character with the AI is like... off. You are not pink-alicious enough for me. I am going to exile you and get a new village leader. Oh my god. I'm so glad I went the villain route. I don't think it would have been quite this awesome as the hero route. Oh my god, I can't believe they dyed the koala's fur pink. That's horrible. In the cold light of dawn, you stand before the village elder, the fork of destiny held aloft, its sinister runes casting a grim shadow over the man's trembling form. The villagers, clad in their pink garments, watch in silent dread, their eyes flickering between you and the elder. I'm surprised like nobody is standing up to me. They're just letting me do whatever I want. I haven't even done anything with this fork, by the way. They're just afraid of me because I'm holding this fork. Oh! You have failed me. You say your voice is cold as the steel of the fork of destiny. Your incompetence is an affront to my vision. Therefore, I banish you from this village and from my sight. The elder falls to his knees, his hands clasped in supplication. Please, my lady, he begs, give me another chance. I swear I will not fail you again. This is horrible. This is like so... Fine. I am a merciful Jigglypuff. I will give you one more chance. But just one more chance. Prove to me that you can acquire an army so I can take over the Demon King's territory. Yeah. We're gonna expand our reach. We're gonna expand the reach. In the grim light of dusk, you stand before the newly appointed village leader, a woman with steely eyes and a determined jaw. She is not clad in pink, but in the practical garb of a warrior, a stark contrast to your own attire. The fork of destiny rests in your hand, its runes pulsing with a dark energy that seems to leech the color from the world around you. You have 1 week. Ooh. This is interesting. Your voice is a low growl, like the rumble of a distant thunder. 1 week to gather an army. Not fish, not koalas, but real soldiers. Men and women who can fight, who can follow orders, and who are not afraid to spill blood. The new village leader nods. I didn't know the village leader was a... Oh, they appointed a new one. I thought I was giving the elder another chance. What happened? I guess the AI was like, nope, we're not going to give him a chance after all. The new village leader nods, her expression grim. And what of the Demon King's territory? She asks, her voice steady despite the fear that flickers in her eyes. I plan on taking it over and spreading my pink propaganda to the world. You stand in the dimly lit tavern, the fork of destiny resting on the table before you. You can't really see it, but I'm gonna rest it on this table. Okay. Its sinister runes casting an eerie glow on the worn wood. The air is thick with the scent of ale and the murmur of low conversations. You summon the new village leader here, away from prying eyes and ears. The Demon King's territory is ripe for the taking. I am going to call you General Pink. General Pink, you are to amass a large army within 1 week so we can storm the Demon King's castle. I will personally challenge the Demon King to a duel, I guess. No, not to a duel. We're just gonna challenge him. We'll challenge him and see what happens. You can die in this game, so I don't know if I'm gonna die or not, nor do I care. I will just play something else if I die. Alright. In the flickering light of the tavern's candles, you lean forward, your eyes gleaming with a dark intensity that belies your small stature. The fork of destiny rests on the table, its runes casting sinister shadows on the worn wood. The new village leader, now christened General Pink, meets your gaze steadily, her expression a mask of determination. The Demon King's forces are formidable. Then get me something better. Oh my gosh, the story summary must be like crazy right now. Yeah, it's like, this woman is crazy. She must really like the color pink. Alright. Better, you lean back in your chair, a cruel smile playing on the corners of your mouth. The fork of destiny, now a sinister black blade with runes that seem to writhe in the candlelight, rests across your lap. Better than the Demon King's forces, you say? Yes, my lady. If we are to take his territory, we need an edge. Something. It's like I say stuff, but the AI never takes what I say and just assumes like the character is talking instead of me. Jigglypuff, so. She pauses, searching for the right words. Something darker. Darker! I like the sound of that. There are whispers of a necromancer in the southern marshes. They say he can raise the dead. Bend them to this will. What are you doing telling me this? Go get him. Like, why are you monologuing? Just, if you think he's useful, go get him. What use is there telling me about how great he is? Just go get them. Get the necromancer. So we can storm the Demon King's castle. Bring him to me. Okay, let's see how unusual this dude is. He can't be that unusual, right? Because I think my character is, like, top tier crazy at the moment. In the chill of the night, you stand amidst the shadows, the fork of destiny's runes casting an ominous glow on the cobblestones. General Pink approaches, her cloak blending with the darkness, her eyes reflecting the sinister light of your blade. He will see you now, my lady, she says, her voice barely above a whisper, but he has conditions. Screw his conditions. He has two choices. He joins me, or he no longer exists. What do you mean he has conditions? You don't tell me conditions. I'm Jigglypuff the Feared. Okay. In the grim light of the moon, you stand before the necromancer, the fork of destiny held loosely in your hand. The blade's runes pulse with a dark energy, casting eerie shadows on the ancient stones of his tower. I move this. Maybe move my mic closer to me, so like that. I don't know if this is better, if this is worse, but blade, energy, necromancer, like he's staring at me. He has fear and defiance in his eyes. You are Jigglypuff the Feared. Okay. Yes, we are Jigglypuff the Feared. Okay. I'm gonna put you right here, Jigglypuff. Indeed. You say, your voice a low growl. I can't do a growly voice. It's just not possible. And you are the necromancer who will help me conquer the realm. I am no man's pawn. I have my own ambitions. Did he just call me a man? I am not a man. Let's correct this right here, bud. Let's correct this. All right. Well, good thing I am not a man. I am a woman. Jesus. Like that. There we go. I think this is a good placement for it. The necromancer's eyes flicker with surprise and narrow again. A woman, then. It makes no difference. I will not be commanded. Who says I am giving you a choice? Either join me or perish. There we go. Let's see this. In the gloom of the necromancer's tower, you advance on him. The fork of destiny held at your side, its runes casting a baleful glow on the ancient stones. The blade hums softly, a symphony of dark power that resonates with the malevolent energy that premates this place. The necromancer's eyes widen, a flicker of fear replacing the defiance in his gaze. Literally, I'm just holding up a fork and he's very terrified at the moment. This is what's happening in this story. I am holding this fork. This is Jigglypuff. In this story, literally, we are Jigglypuff the Feared, and she is holding a fork. This is the AI dungeon story. I just want you guys to picture this in your head. Oh my gosh, I should make the Jigglypuff voice as I like voice this character, because it's literally Jigglypuff. I mean, I did make her a girl that looks like me, but whatever. But I think it's funnier just to picture Jigglypuff holding a fork and threatening people and asking them to wear the color pink and bake her cookies. I think that's funnier. Okay. Alright. You're making a grave mistake. Oh, you're making a grave mistake, he whispers, his voice trembling slightly. I am not some common thug to be threatened. You stop before him, close enough to see the sweat beading on his brow. The fork of destiny. I'm gonna bring twitches in your hands, eager for the taste of his blood. Alright. What is Jigglypuff gonna say? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try to say this with Jigglypuff's voice. It stinks of... No, I can't do it. How do I... It stinks of for the weak. I can't make the voice. I can't make her voice. I just can't. I tried. Mistakes are for the weak, you say, your voice a cold whisper that seems to cut through the very air. I am not weak. You lift your fork of destiny. His blade gleaming with an ominous sheen in the dim light. You will join me, necromancer. You will raise my army of the dead, and together we will conquer this realm, or... Jeez, Jigglypuff, what do you have to say? Or... There is an or... You pause, letting the silence hang heavy in the air. A tangible threat. The necromancer swallows hard, his eyes darting to the blade, then back to your face, or what? Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna tell him. I know exactly what I'm gonna threaten him with. I'm not gonna kill him. I will force you to marry me, and you will be stuck with me nagging you as a wife for the rest of your life. Oh my god. Let's see if that's enough to scare him. In the heart of the necromancer's tower, you stand before him, the fork of destiny aloft, held aloft. Blah blah blah. His eyes widen, a flicker of fear replacing the defiance. I feel like this is a repeat. Is this a repeat? Whatever.
Actually, let's see what... Let me click continue and see what happens. Do 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 do. Oh my gosh. Okay, remember, or I'll make your existence a living hell by making you marry me. You continue, a cruel smile playing at the corners of your mouth. I'll haunt your dreams, your waking hours. I'll nag you, berate you until you wish for the sweet release of death. And even then, I'll follow you into the afterlife, ensuring that your torment never ends. Oh my god. This is great. This is great. Let's see what he has to say. Is he gonna join me, or is he gonna still be defiant? In the shadows of the necromancer's tower, you watch as the man's face pales, his eyes darting between the fork of destiny and your cold, unyielding gaze. The air is thick with the scent of decay and the hum of dark magic. The necromancer swallows hard, his throat bobbing as he struggles to find words. You can't be serious. On top of that, we will have many kids. I will then demand a lot of child support. We will have, how many, like, some memories? 50 kids. I will then demand a lot of child support for the 50 kids. And I will make you raise them by yourself in this tower. Oh my god. I'm laughing so hard. I'm choking. Oh my god. In the gloom of the necromancer's tower, you step closer, the fork of destiny's blade casting a menacing shadow over his face. Your voice is a low, menacing growl. I am deadly serious, necromancer. You will raise my army of the dead, and in return, you will have the privilege of being my husband and the father of my 50 children. 50 children. Oh my god. I know I typed that in there, but to read it is just another level of weird. Oh my god. The necromancer's eyes bulge initially. His breath coming in short, sharp gasps. 50 children, he stammers, his voice barely above a whisper. You can't be serious. I can't. I won't. You think you have a choice? Either join my army or become my husband to our 50 children. Wait, I shouldn't have said husband. I should have said father. Oh my god. That's right, true evil is forcing someone into fatherhood who doesn't want it. In the heart of the necromancer's tower, you stand before him, the fork of destiny held loosely in your hand. In blah blah blah, I don't really care. The necromancer, his face a mask of terror, stares at you, his breath coming in short, sharp gasps. Well, what's gonna be his choice? He's gonna either marry Jigglypuff or he's gonna join the army. Either way, he's not gonna win this. Choose, necromancer. Either raise my army of the dead and serve me as as a general, or become my husband and sire 50 children. And sire 50 children with me. Either way, your life will be mine to command. Oh my god. This man must think like I'm an absolute lunatic. Oh my god. 50 children. Like, what do you need to do to even, like, get 50 children? I don't want to even know. The necromancer swallows hard, his Adam's apple bobbing in his thin, pale throat. He takes a deep breath, his eyes narrowing as he meets your gaze. Very well, he says. I will raise your army, Jigglypuff the Fear. But know this, I do not do so out of fear or desperation. I see potential in your ambition. Oh my god! He thinks this is ambitious! I threatened him by saying he's gonna be forced to marry me and we're gonna have 50 kids. How is that ambitious? Good. Now get started. We will raid the Demon King's castle tonight, in an hour. Blah blah blah. Good, you say, your voice a low growl. Now get started. I want your undead horde ready to march in an hour. We have a date with destiny, and I didn't intend to keep it. You stride towards the door, your cloak billowing behind you like a dark shadow. Hey, dog. Shadow. The shadow is dark. The dark is a shadow. Cool. As you step out of the necromancer's tower, the cold wind whips around you, carrying with it the scent of decay and the hum of dark magic. The villagers, now clad in various shades of pink, huddled together in the village square, their eyes wide with fear and awe as they watch you approach. I'm gonna say we make preparations to march at the Demon King's castle in an hour. Usually when I play this, I have music in the background. But I don't want to play any music because of copyright strikes. As you stride through the village, the fork of destiny held aloft. The villagers scatter like frightened mice, their eyes wide with fear and awe. The once peaceful hamlet now pulsates with an air of foreboding, the sinister runes of your blade casting eerie shadows that dance and flicker in the dim light. Form up, you bark, your voice echoing through the square. The villagers, now clad in their hastily made pink garments, scramble to your command. They form ragged lines, their faces pale and their eyes darting nervously towards the necromancer's tower. You can see the fear in their movements, the tremble in their hands as they grasp their makeshift weapons, pitchforks, shovels, even a few crude swords fashioned from old farming tools. Okay. Listen up, you pathetic lot. I feel like I'm like in Mulan. It says that line. Mulan, the Disney movie. You snap, your voice like a crack of a whip. Today we march on the Demon King's castle. Today we take the first step towards a new world. A world bathed in the hue of roses and ruled with an iron fist of Jigglypuff the Feared. The villagers shudder, their eyes wide with a mix of fear and awe. I put Jigglypuff on my mouse and it clicked it, which I think is funny. But what about the army? One of them dares to ask, their voices trembling like a leaf in the wind. The army? You are the army, you fools. Oh my god. She's sending these poor villagers to attack the Demon King's castle. These villagers aren't even armed. We're going to lose. We're not going to win this battle. There's no freaking way. You sweep your gaze over the assembled villagers, your expression a mask of content. Look around you, you say, your voice like the hiss of a serpent. Do you see legions of steel-clad warriors? Do you see mighty beasts of war ready to trample the enemy beneath their hooves? No. You see a pathetic rabble, clad in rags and armed with farm tools. But that is all we need. I like how she's trying to, like, pep talk them into basically giving up their lives for her own ambition, just to turn the world into a pink wonderland. You sneer, the fork of destiny's blade humming softly in your grasp. We have something more powerful than any army, you say, your voice a low, menacing purr. We have desperation. We have the will to change our fate no matter the cost. You turn to face the villagers, your eyes gleaming with a dark intensity that bellies your small statue. And we have me. Jigglypuff. I would leave Jigglypuff there, but I have to type. In the grim light of the moon, you stand before the makeshift army of villagers. The fork of destiny, held aloft. Jigglypuff's holding the fork. Its sinister runes casting an eerie glow on their terrified faces. The blade hums softly, a symphony of dark power that resonates with the malevolent energy that premates this place. Cool. Continue. Listen closely, you wretched souls, you hiss. Your voice a low, why can't I say that word? Menacing. There we go. Menacing growl that sends shivers down your spines. The Demon King's castle lies before us, a symbol of his tyranny and our oppression. Tonight, we tear it down, brick by brick, and bathe in the ruins in his blood. Jesus. Okay, the villagers shudder, their eyes wide with fear and awe. Because this is exactly what we want. But what if we fail? One of them dares to ask, their voice barely a whisper. You turn to face them, the fork of destiny held aloft, its runes casting a baleful glow on their terrified faces. Fail? You repeat, your voice a low growl. What is failure to the likes of me? A setback, a delay? No. Now shut up and raid the castle. Like, too much talking, too much dialogue. We need more action, people. In the chill of the night, you stand before the ragtag assembly of villagers, the fork of destiny held. I keep saying that. I wonder if it, like, there's like a. Let me look at the author settings. There is no author settings. It's just story summary. No, there has to be. My web browser just hates me and does not want to scroll down. That's okay. We try this. Just because I want to change it so that it's not repeating the same thing. Write in the style of a dark fantasy where you are an anti-hero. No, this seems fine. Okay, that's fine. Silence! You snarl, your voice a low, menacing growl that cuts through the murmurs of fear and doubt. Let's see what my Jigglypuff has to say. The villagers fall silent, their eyes wide with terror as they stare up at you. You can see the fear in their faces, the tremble in their hands as they clutch their makeshift weapons. You sneer, the fork of destiny's blade casting a menacing shadow across their ranks. You whine like children, you hiss, your voice like the hiss of a serpent. You cower like the sheep you are. I want you to keep in mind that this Pokemon is the one that's telling this to them. It's literally this thing telling this to this group of villagers. It's insane. I have a Kirby one right here. But I am not your shepherd, you continue, your voice a low, menacing growl. I am your liberator, your deliverer from the chains of your own cowardice. You step forward, the fork of destiny held loosely in your hand. You want change? You want freedom? Then take it. You sweep your gaze over the assembled villagers, your expression a mask of cold contempt. You want a better life? Then fight for it. You want to be free? Then earn it. You pause, letting the silence hang heavy in the air. A tangible weight that presses down on the villagers like a physical force. The Demon King's castle lies before us. I don't want to bother reading the rest of it because I'm saying it. It's just me saying it. And behind those walls, he hides, a coward in his gilded cage. He thinks himself safe, untouchable, but tonight, we prove him wrong. You turn to the necromancer, his undead horde shuffling and groaning behind him. Raise your army, necromancer. Let them lead the charge. Let them show these fools what true fear is. I should say something ridiculous. Are we finally going to raid the castle? Because that's all I want to do. Yeah. I'm gonna fast forward this and say we start our raid on the castle. Please. Just let us raid the castle. As part of our world domination. As you march towards the Demon King's castle, the night sky above is a canvas of black, the moon a mere silver, casting long, ominous shadows that dance and flicker with the eerie glow of the Fork of Destiny. The undead horde raised by the necromancer leads the charge, their eyes burning with an unholy light, their groans and moans echoing through the night like a grim symphony of death. So descriptive. Very descriptive. The villagers, now clad in their hastily made pink garments, follow close behind, their makeshift weapons held aloft. I'm holding the freaking fork. We're finally walking into the castle. Okay. I come face to face with the Demon King in his throne room. In the heart of the Demon King's castle, you stand in the grand throne room, the Fork of Destiny held aloft, its sinister runes casting an eerie glow on the ancient stones and the grotesque tapestries that adorn the walls. Oh, thank you for following. Show Speed Online. Thank you for following. The Demon King sits upon his throne, a twisted parody of a human monarch, his eyes burning like embers in the gloom. He regards you with a mix of amusement and disdain, his lips curled in a sneer that reveals a mouthful of jagged teeth. You dare to trespass in my domain, mortal? He growls, his voice a rumble like distant thunder. Okay. I am here to take over your territory and make everyone wear pink. And also worship me. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. That's why we're here. See what he has to say about that. I'm sure he's gonna take it very, very, yeah. He's gonna love this. He's just gonna embrace it, you know? In the gloom of the throne room, you stand before the Demon King. The freaking... It keeps repeating. Holding the fork held aloft. Blah, blah, blah. You meet his gaze, your expression a mask of cold, unyielding determination. I am Jigglypuff the Feared, you say, your voice a low, menacing growl that seems to resonate with the very air. I've come to take what is yours, demon. Your territory, your power, your very soul. You take a step forward, the fork of destiny humming softly in your grasp, its runes pulsing with dark energy. I will bathe your lands in the hue of roses, and your people will bow before me clad in pink, their hearts filled with fear and adoration. Yeah, totally. Yeah, they'll totally adore me when I take over the world. That's exactly how people treat you when you're being a jerk to them. Totally. Okay. And you, Demon King, you continue, your voice a low, menacing not pearl. You will serve as the symbol of my triumph. You will kneel before me, and your people will worship me as their new god. Wait, what? That's a bit... I didn't say being a god. Well, I guess worship me as God. Okay, and by the way, I am not a god. I would be a goddess. There we go. The Demon King's eyes widen in disbelief, his sneer faltering as he takes in your words. You dare? Yes. Now bow down before the great Jigglypuff the Feared. So this little thing is walking into this Demon King's throne room, and its weapon is a fork. This is what's going on right now. I just want people to know that this is what is going on right now. This Jigglypuff is in this freaking throne room holding a fork and threatening this grown man. Oh my god. Alright. In the heart of the Demon King's throne room, you stand before him, the fork of destiny. It keeps saying that line over and over and over again. Yeah, malice. Come on. I want to know what the Demon King has to say about this. I'm sure he's not going to bow down before me because that would just be too easy. And we don't do easy in AI Dungeon. I mean, he could possibly just kill us, you know? I mean, it is possible for us to die. You insignificant worm! He snarls, his voice like the roar of a wild beast. You dare to challenge me, to threaten me in my own domain? He's not happy. I don't think he's happy. I will tear you limb from limb, mortal. I will stab you with my fork. Let's see what he has to say. Oh my god. I made the necromancer speechless. I might as well make the Demon King speechless. I'm gonna say something so outrageous that he's not gonna even know what to deal with this. He's gonna think this woman is a full-out lunatic. I will not kill you. I will torture you by forcing you to watch all rerun episodes of... What's something ridiculously stupid that nobody would ever... let's see. Science. I don't. Ooh, I will torture you for your entire life by making you wear all the girly dresses in the world. I will rename you as Veronica, and you will be deemed Veronica the Fox. That makes no sense. None of this makes any sense. I made no sense in whatever this paragraph was. You know what? I'm gonna continue that. I'm just gonna continue like saying things that do not make any sense and see what happens. I want to know what he says about this. We're having dial. I want to know his response to this. I don't care about the descriptions. What does he have to say about this? You think you can threaten me, mortal? I have faced gods and legends, and you dares to stand before me with your pathetic little fork? I will crush you, mortal. I will make sure that you eat a can of raw tuna and get so sick that you will have to take a day off from work. When you take a day off from work, your boss is going to call you. When your boss calls you, they will demand that you return to work, or you will get fired and lose all your health benefits, including your pension. Not only that, your boss will also take your wife and kids due to their secret affair that they had with your wife while you were away on a business trip to Florida. That is how terrible. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna do that. Oh my god. Let's see what his response is to that. Oh my god. No, that's a repeat. I'm not gonna read that, it's a repeat. Like, not even the AI knows what to do with what I just put there. Yeah, I'm just gonna click continue. I mean, I might need to change the AI model. Right now I have Mistral Small, which is my favorite. I could do dynamic. I like my Mistral Small, it's my favorite. I'm gonna leave this up. I like having this up for some odd reason. The Demon King's laughter turns into a choking cough. As your words hit him like a physical blow, his eyes widen in disbelief, his form shuddering as if struck by an unseen force. You dare threaten me with such mundane horrors? He stammers, his voice barely a whisper. You smirk, the fork of destiny humming softly in your grasp. I will make sure you work a 9 to 5 job and have coworkers. 9 to 5 job where you do not get appreciation whatsoever for what you do. The boss will also require overtime all the time and not pay additional money. Why did I pay attention? Additional money for your work. You will also oh my god. Let's see what other mundane things that is actually pretty horrible. You will also be forced to pay bills for rent, gas, power, um, water, and trash. Not only that, you will be struggling to meet and to pay all your bills and have a bank account of only $3. Imagine the horror. You cannot do this to me. I am a king, a god among men. Oh my god. You know, I'm not defeating the Demon King by fighting him. I'm defeating the Demon King by telling him what our lives are like in America. Oh my gosh, I should talk about our healthcare system. Not only that, if you are sick, you will be going to the hospital. They will prescribe you medication, and only see you for like 10 minutes. After you leave the hospital with your medication, a month later, you will receive a bill for over, this is America, $3,000 for miscellaneous oh my god. Okay. He's a broken man. Oh my god, I broke him. Oh my gosh, talking about how his boss is gonna cheat on his wife and how he'll get fired because he takes a day off from work. That didn't break him. Talking about how he's gonna work the rest of his life at a 9-to-5 job and pay bills while you can't even afford it. That didn't break him. What freaking broke him was our healthcare system. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how I can top that. I don't know. I mean, I need to top it. Like what else? What else about our daily lives would like break this man apparently? Just Libby. Oh my god. Okay. There is more. We'll have a device that you go on the social media and compare yourselves to photoshopped models and actors. You will try new diets and skincare and never be able to match their ideal body shape. He now cowers before you. His wife was here, and his form trembling like a leaf in the wind. Oh my god. There's more. You also have to deal with your in-laws. Oh my god. Your in-laws your in-laws frequently choose to either, true story by the way, exile you for not conforming to their plans, by kicking you out of the family and then bringing you back and telling you that they missed you. Even. And wondering why they haven't heard from you. You will also, even though they were the ones who kicked you out, you will have to deal with that with your therapist. Deal with that trauma with your therapist for the rest of your days. This poor Demon King. This poor Demon King. Let's see what he has to say. Yeah. The Demon King is now a pathetic shell, his eyes wide with terror. And, oh my gosh, can they give me something better? He's a quivering heap. Do you surrender? Or shall I give you more mundane horrors of life in America? Oh my god. I want to know what he says about this. Does he surrender? Or shall I tell him more things about what it's like to live in America? Oh my god. I can't believe just talking to him about our daily lives has broken him. This man who fears nothing, who commands demons, has his own territory, is a king himself, is scared of me sending him to America to live. This is crazy. Wait. I think I broke the AI because it keeps repeating itself. Oh, he surrendered! I will do as you command! Yes! So I got a necromancer and I got a demon king. I look at General Pink and say, we will add the Demon King to our army, just like the Necromancer. I would like to raid the... let's see. Demon King. Let's do vampires. Vampires next. We're gonna do the vampires. Gonna recruit them into our army. Okay. Okay. In the grim light of the throne room, you turn to General Pink, the fork of destiny still humming with dark energy in your grasp. I don't even know where my fork is. My fork is now missing. So, the Demon King, now a pathetic figure cowering at your feet, is a testament to your power. You smirk, a cruel twist of your lips that sends a shiver down the general's spine. My fork is gone. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Where did my fork go? I guess I got too excited with... Oh, I found it. I found my fork. Okay. General Pink, you say, your voice a low, menacing pearl. Our army grows stronger by the minute. The Demon King will make a fine addition to our ranks, but we must not rest on our laurels. There are other forces of darkness that need to be brought to heel. You pause, letting the silence hang heavy in the air, a tangible weight that presses down on the general like a physical force. I wonder if the AI knows what a Jigglypuff looks like. Okay, sorry. Side note. I will continue the story in just a second. I just need to see Jigglypuff holding a fork menacingly. Let's see if the AI is able to create this image. Oh my god. Okay, can we do a retry? Oh my god. I wish I could go back if I liked one better than the other. Oh, that's terrifying. I don't like that. Oh my god. I should just stuck with the first one. The first one was perfect. Oh my god, all of these look ridiculous. Oh, wait. Let me add anime. Jigglypuff holding a fork menacingly. Menacingly. Oh my god. Oh my god, this looks ridiculous. Anime. Let's do cute anime. Jigglypuff. Evil. Jigglypuff holding a fork. There we go. Let's do it like that. Because all of these look traumatizing. That's not even Jigglypuff. Let me erase it. I'm gonna try it again. I should have just stuck with that first image. Just say Jigglypuff holding a fork. Let's just keep it simple. Let's see what the AI creates. You know what? This is good enough. It is good enough. I'm going to download this shenanigans. I'm going to put it onto my details. I'm going to replace the picture with this Jigglypuff. The heck is it? This one? Beautiful. It is now the picture up here for my story. I should change the title, but I'm not going to. Alright, so we have our picture. We're gonna continue the story now. I wonder if this, like, impacts the story. Like, if he sees images like this. Because this is literally my character. My character is Jigglypuff and a fork. That is the premise of this story right now. Vampires, you continue, your voice a low growl that seems to resonate with the very stones of the castle. They are the next target on our list. Their immortality is a thorn in our side, a constant reminder of what we cannot achieve. But no more! All eyes on me, do 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 do, faker. We will hunt them down one by one and bring them to their heels. Their blood will flow like rivers. Do vampires even really have blood? And their screams will echo through the night. We will take their power, their immortality, and use it to fuel our own ascension. No force in this realm will stand against us, General Pink. Not the Demon King, not the vampires, not even the gods themselves. Ooh, we are ambitious. Okay, we're gonna go for the gods after we recruit the vampires in our army. We march to the vampire estate, the vampires' territory. Whatever. Do 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 do, fake girl. Do 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 do. In the cold light of the dawn, you stand at the edge of the vampire's territory, the fork of destiny held aloft, its sinister runes casting an eerie glow on the twisted trees and crumbling ruins that mark the boundary. The once proud lands of the immortal undead now lie surrounded in a pall of decay and despair, a reflection of their waning power. The air is thick with the scent of blood and the hum of dark magic. The undead horde, now bolstered by the Demon King's forces, marches behind you, their eyes burning with an unholy light. The villagers, their pink garments stained with the blood of their enemies, oh my god, follow close behind, their faces set in the masks of grim determination. I really did amp up these villagers. They're like super excited to be with me now. In the beginning, they were terrified of me. Now they're terrified of me and amped up and believe in themselves, which is kind of sad. Okay. Feels our own dog ambition. Let's get to the vampires already. Like, I wonder who the leader of the vampires is gonna be. I'm assuming it's gonna be a dude. Oh, we're at the gates. Open the gates, vampires! You call out, your voice echoing through the desolate landscape, or face the wrath of Jigglypuff the Feared. The gates creak open slowly, revealing a dimly lit courtyard and the shadows of the vampires within. Why the hell would they just... Wait. They don't even know us. This thing is marching in, holding a fork, and has an army behind her, right? And they're just gonna open their gates and just let us in. I'm gonna mention y'all have no sense of security. You're just gonna let us, we're going to totally destroy your territory, and you're just gonna let us walk in. Maybe they want to suck our blood or something like that, because they are vampires. Yeah, I'm just gonna click continue. The once mighty vampires now cower within their stronghold, their power waning, their immortality a fading memory? What the hell happened to them? Y'all have no sense of security. Okay, y'all have no sense of security, you sneer. Your voice a low, menacing growl that seems to resonate with the very stones of the vampire's fortress. You think your ancient walls and crumbling gates can keep me out? You think your immortality can save you from the wrath of Jigglypuff the Feared? Why are y'all acting depressed? What in the hell happened here? Yeah, what happened to the vampires? Why are they like fighting me or whatever? Yeah, that's a repeat. I mean, I could change the bot I'm using, but I really like this bot. I really like this AI model. Mistral Small is my favorite. I don't want to change it. Just click. Do 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 do. I might need to refresh it. Sometimes AI Dungeon is down. Oh, here it is. No. Let's try this. What if I delete it and just click continue? Let me just click continue and see if it gets past that. AI dungeon, why are you so broken? Oh, here we go. Why are you all acting so depressed? You ask, your voice a low, menacing growl that seems to resonate with the very stones of the vampire's fortress. What in the hell happened here? You take a step forward, the fork of Destiny's blade casting a menacing shadow across the ancient gates. Did you lose your spark, your hunger for power, or did some pathetic hero come along and steal your thunder? Yeah, it keeps going back to this paragraph. The same paragraph. And I don't know what to do. Maybe if I exit it and come back in. See if it gives me the same one. I'm going to exit it, get back in, see if that changes it. If it still doesn't change it, I might have to change the AI model. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. And it's slow too. Maybe AI Dungeon is having some issues because this is pretty slow for it. Here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna click continue and see what happens. Oh, the vampires within the fortress stir, their whispers echoing through the dimly lit courtyard like the rustling of dry leaves. A figure emerges from the shadows, his form tall and gaunt. His eyes burn with a faded ember of their former power. He is the vampire lord, and he regards you with a mix of contempt and resignation. You speak of power, mortal? Dude, I got more power than you. And I am literally a pink balloon cat holding a fork. Like, that's what Jigglypuff is a pink balloon cat that holds a fork with his teeny tiny hands. Technically the hands are right here. Man, the fork is like bigger than Jigglypuff's body. I just think that's funny. It keeps going to this paragraph. If I click continue, does it like skip that? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Do not repeat. Let's just do it that way. Okay. They said it. Dude, I got more power than you, and I am literally a pink balloon cat holding a fork. I brought down oh my gosh! I brought down a demon king, raised an army of the dead, and make a necromancer. What is with this dialogue? Raised an army of the dead and made a necromancer my bitch. And you're cowering in here, wallowing in your own self-pity. Oh my gosh, this line! This line! I can't even read it, it's just that epic. Oh my gosh! You dare to mock us, mortal? You know nothing of our power, our history. We have seen empires rise and fall, gods ascend and descend. We are eternal, unyielding. Eternal, unyielding. More like withering and being an absolute wimp. I don't know. More like withering. I've seen more terrifying. I got that line! I've seen more terrifying things in my toilet than you guys. Oh my god. Okay. You care to compare our immortality to your mortal filth. Oh my god. I'm not comparing your immortality. I'm comparing how you guys look like slithered, decrepit. I can't even spell decrepit. Decrepit waste of couch potatoes. Y'all should be freaking homeless. Waste of couch potatoes. Let's just keep it to that. Oh, sure, we'll continue. We'll just skip this because I think it's a repeat. But he's very mad. The Vampire Lord's rage is a palpable force, a dark storm that threatens to consume the very air around you. But you are not cowed. You are Jigglypuff the Feared, and you will not be intimidated. Look at you, you sneer. Once you were feared, respected. Now, you're nothing but shadows of your former selves, clinging to the past like beggars. You're pathetic, and you know it. Look, vampires. Your vampire lord sucks. You should join me. You just have to wear pink and, listen to my every command. You offer us a choice, mortal? He's so mad. I'm trying to take his people away from him. I don't offer a choice. I demand it. I don't... Okay. I am not offering a choice. If you refuse my offer, then there will be consequences beyond the likes you have ever known. Okay. I will talk about the school system next. In America. We'll see if they can survive that. You threaten us, mortal? I will force you to wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning to go to an institution at 8 a.m. You will be forced to sit in a hard chair for 7.5 hours. You are only allowed to get up when you have recess. Get up for a 15 minute break outside and to eat for 20 minutes. You are also forced to do paperwork and learn topics you do not want to learn about. You are to earn grades based on your performance. If you do not do well, you receive a terrible grade that goes home to your parents. Your parents will ground you for a month if you get an F. On top of that, you have to deal with your peers as they make fun of your personality and how you look. You are constantly judged by your peers. What else? What else is school like? You also will have an assigned locker. However, the locker is on the 3rd floor of the building, and your class will be on the 1st floor. You are not allowed to take the elevator, which means you will have to walk up 3 flights of stairs every day to get to your locker. Wow! Oh my god. Alright, let's see what the vampires have to say about that. Oh my god. The vampire's lord's smirk fades, replaced by a look of horror as you unleash your tirade. You think your immortality is a curse? On top of that, when you go home, you will only have 5 hours left of the day to shower, eat, and most menacingly of all, complete over 2 hours of homework every single day. Let's see what else. What else is crazy? Okay. I'm entering into my true villain arc now. I'm describing what the school system here is like in America. Let's see. The vampire lord's expression turns to one of sheer terror. His eyes wide with disbelief as you continue your tirade. Not only that, but you will be using a computer to do a mix of a computer and writing on paper to do your assignments. However, you are a slow typer and writer, so you are always constantly behind in class. You are in a never-ending cycle of trying to catch up to the class, but always failing to do so. Also, the math is so difficult that you will try to Google the answers and are not able to find the answers. Oh my god. Let's see what they have to say about that. The vampire lord's expression turns to one of sheer terror, his eyes wide with disbelief as you continue to tirade. And that's not all! Oh my god. The AI wants to add on more to what I just put down about the American school system. You think your immortality is a curse? You haven't seen true torment until you live through the horrors of modern education. I'll make you wish for the sweet embrace of death, vampires. Oh my god. Oh my god, that line. Modern education. Oh my god. This is great. But we are immortal. We cannot die. Immortality is no shield against the mundane horrors of life, vampire. I will make you wish for the sweet release of death again and again. Do you surrender? Or shall I continue with the consequences if you should deny me? Deny joining me. The vampire lord, once a figure of dread and power, now cowers before you, his eyes wide with terror and his form trembling like a leaf in the wind. The air is thick with the scent of fear and the hum of dark magic. Do you surrender, vampire? You ask, your voice a low, menacing growl that seems to resonate with the very stones in the vampire's fortress. Or shall I continue to paint a picture of your eternal torment? The choice is yours. Join me and wear pink, or face an eternity of mundane horrors that will make you long for the sweet embrace of death. I haven't even brought up what happens if you are absent for one day. Oh my god. Oh, they want to know, they want to know, they want to know what happens when you're absent. You will have to stay after for several hours to make up the assignments and your final exam. That will take approximately 5 hours. So 8 hours plus 5 hours equals 13 hours of working. The best part, you will not get paid. Oh my god. I'm making school sound so horrible, but it's really not that bad. But I mean, like, with the way I'm describing it, oh my god, it's enough to make you will have to stay after for. Oh my god. He trembles before you, his eyes wide with terror. And that's just the beginning. You think that's bad? Let me tell you about the true horrors of modern life, vampire. You'll have to deal with traffic, with bills, with taxes. Don't forget the big one. Child support. No, I want to know what he thinks about the child's. Oh yeah. The vampire lord, now pathetic figure, trembles before you, his eyes wide in terror. Don't forget the big one. Child support. Yes, a cruel smile spreading across your face. You think immortality is a gift? Try raising a child you never wanted with a partner you can't stand and paying for their every need until they're old enough to leave the nest. And even then, they'll still come crawling back for more. You'll be paying their college, their weddings, their first houses, and for what? My character is the embodiment of pure evil. Oh my god. And then he's asking for what? The vampire lord is asking for what? For what? I'm in suspense. I must know. Okay. For the privilege of watching them squander their lives just as you've squandered yours. You'll watch them grow old while you remain a withered shell of your former self. You'll watch them die while you're left to rot in this world, a prisoner to your own immortality. Plus, they will marry someone who you despise with a passion. Misspelled despise, D-E. Despise with a passion. My character is literally the embodiment of evil. Oh my god, there's more. And to top it all off, they'll marry someone you despise with a passion. Someone who will make your life a living hell. They'll flaunt their happiness in your face, rubbing their love in your nose like a dog marking its territory. And you'll be forced to smile, to nod, to act like you're happy for them. Oh my god. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Should ask them if they surrender. Oh, I'm gonna say, do you surrender? Surrender, surrender, but don't give yourself away. Away. Do they surrender? I mean, they're cowering and they're trembling in fear. It's doing the repeat thing, I think. I wasn't really paying attention. I just clicked the retry button, assuming it just repeated. I'm just gonna click continue. Hopefully it doesn't repeat. Do you surrender, vampire? Or shall I continue to paint a picture of your eternal torment? The choice is yours. Join me and wear pink, or face an eternity of mundane horrors that will make you long for the sweet embrace of death. Oh, they surrendered! I surrender, Jigglypuff the Feared. I will join you and wear your cursed pink. Just spare me from the horrors you speak of. I tell General Pink to have the vampires join our army. I say to General Pink, our next raid will be on the gods themselves. On God. On God. I will become the goddess of the world. All shall wear pink and listen to my every command. That's right, you evil villain, you. In the grim light of the vampire's courtyard, you turn to General Pink, the fork of destiny still humming with dark energy in your grasp. The vampire lord, now a pathetic figure in pink, cowers at your feet. His once proud demeanor shattered, the undead horde, bolstered by the Demon King's forces, stands at attention, their eyes burning with an unholy light. General Pink, you say, your voice a low, commanding growl that cuts through the silence like a knife. Have the vampires join our ranks. They will fight under our banner, or they will face the consequences. We leave none behind. Yes, my lord. I'm not a lord. I'm a lady. Okay. And now, our next raid will be on the gods themselves. I will become the goddess of this world, and all will bow before me. All shall wear pink, and all shall listen to my every command. General Pink's eyes widen, but she does not question your resolve. She knows better than to doubt the power of Jigglypuff, the Feared. So I'm going to stop right here for tonight. I might continue this and aim to actually finish this story where I go to the god himself and challenge him and see what happens with our necromancer and his army, the Demon King and his army, and now we have the vampire lord and his vampires. I think we made excellent progress in our story of Jigglypuff the feared. Jigglypuff literally holding a fork. This is their commander. They're menacing. Commander, this is what they fear. It's ridiculous. All right, bye.